it's Danielle, and I'm here because let's talk about fun and games and fun, right? So I know we have a lot of new people who jumped in, joined Pink Zebra, and there's so many different ways to sell Pink Zebra, right? We have home parties, we have Facebook parties, we have vendor events, text parties. You could go live on Facebook, on TikTok, whatever it is. And I'm here to talk to you about some fun and games that you can have with Pink Zebra. So let's start off with just some kind of quick brainstorm ideas. So for me, when I do my games, I like to have a kind of like a variety, I guess to say, of different types of games to choose from. And why I like to have that variety of different types of games to choose from, honest to goodness, is because I think when you have that, you really have, you have customers who have different price points, right? So I like to have a lower price point, a higher price point, and a medium-sized price point on my games. So let me tell you about how I choose to create my games. And again, everyone has different ways to do games. I've seen people do a ton of different ways to do games throughout. I suggest maybe watching from outside of another consultant's live to take a look at the games. You don't have to copy them exactly, right? You can get inspired by them. I don't like when people are like, oh, she completely copied my game word for word. That's not great. But if you can figure out some things on those, good morning, Melinda, hello. It definitely really helps on that side of things. So I will tell you a big thing I will share is definitely make sure you have a variety of games. I feel like that's helpful if you want to do games, right? Some people choose to just do blends, right? But some people like to have games, or they have it like to have one game. I personally think 2 to 3 games is great. I think going over 3 games gets a lot confusing, and there are people who do multiple games and gets confusing, especially if you're not focusing on blends. If you're focusing on blends, like if you're like your main focus is blends, I would have maybe 1 game to add. If that makes sense. So like my personal opinion is I like to have 2 to 3 games and a few blends, in case if people want to have it blends, because people like that idea. But if I was, my main focus on like my lives were blending, then I would focus on blends and have maybe 1 game, because people still like to have games. All right, so let me show you a couple ideas of what I do for games to kind of give you guys a heads up and figure this out. So I like to go a lot to like the dollar store, Dollar Tree, Amazon, and I like to find little knickknacks, okay? So I found these little cute little backpack buddies. They were at my Dollar General, and they were on sale, buy one, get one free, and they were $1 each. Now I bought these, I'm making an asterisk, I bought these in the springtime. I typically, if I see something, I pick it up and grab it. So I got all the ones that had left, and these, so they ended up being like 50 cents each, if you think about it, right? So super cute. And I'm doing a back to school theme right now, right? And they are called Backpack Buddies. And inside them, I have a little ticket, and it tells them what they can win. A room spray, a diffuser oil, something along those lines. These are typically my lower price games, right? And typically do, around the price point of a room spray or diffuser oil, like without like the tax tied up on it, and I'll tell you why in a second, because that way if I have a bag, they have the bag, and it's not like they're spending way over the amount for the bag. And they get a little gift too, right? And they are so stinking cute. So something along these lines are really great. A lot of people also like to do pen pulls, right? So if you find like really cute pens, like the flower pens, or I've done that, or they go and they find really cute socks, and a bulk of really cute socks. Koozies. My people love koozies. They love koozies. Or one of my favorite games for my lower price games is I call it Face Off. I get those face masks right from the Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, or Bulks or whatever, or go to Marshall's and find them in packs of like 6 for like $2, right? Just call from plumbing, but I just missed my call from Plum Life, but they will be there. Oh, great. So anyways, they're supposed to be here at noon. Our trees are getting delivered early, so I gotta hurry on this. So I do Face Off, and I love this one. I take this face mask, and my customers love this too. And okay, I'm back. Hi. Sorry. I hate when that happens. I swear, this happens more on Facebook than it does on TikTok for me. Anyways, I don't know why. I just think Facebook doesn't like me. I take the face mask and I put like a diffuser oil or room spray. Or I put like a bag of sprinkles or a hand soap or something like kind of keep them similar price points, right? A lotion or a multi-purpose cleaner, something along those lines. And hey, Lauren, and they pick their face mask, right? One through 5. And then I flip it over and I'm like, oh, you got diffuser oil or room spray. What do you want? That is a fun game. My customers love it. My customers really love the koozie games too. I think it's funny. I like randomly stumbled upon those and people love them. So take a look. When I tell people when you go shopping, I think I shop as economically as possible. I find the sales. If you do Dollar General, shop on Saturdays because you get a 5 off 25 coupon. Stock up on a couple of weeks worth of like little games or knickknacks, whatnot. Dollar General does a lot of times like buy one get one half off, buy one get one free on their little knickknacks, like those little bags. I do that. Dollar Tree I find is getting more expensive than Dollar General, so I'm just saying. Or Amazon, I try to look again I write the word bulk when I do things and look for that. Next up I do is our mystery bag games. I love these. These are my middle tiered price point games. And these are items that I have on stock. So, right? So, like, this person here can win a diffuser oil, a room spray, and then they get a bag of sprinkles. And I always put an empty bag of sprinkles in here because I can let them choose if they want a solid bag or a solid bag or a blend, right? I'll let them choose and they can choose from the blends that I have, right? There is one that has 3 bags of sprinkles. So that one's like a little bit of a higher tiered point. So, and the 3 bags are solid bags that I already have. Like a multi-purpose cleaner and a bag of sprinkles, or multi-purpose cleaner and 2 bags of sprinkles, something like that. Try to keep them all within like $1, like within $1 to $2 of each other on the price points. So those are like my middle tier. Those are great when you have in-stock items as well. And then if you don't have out-of-stock items, oh, geez Louise. Oh, no. Well, I just made a big mess twice. Okay. So so on this side here, I have hooks. And a lot of times, again, at Dollar Tree, Dollar General, like I find like ornaments I have hung from here, different things along those lines. Or over here, look, I have... I love these games. These are what I do for my $60 games. I say $60. They're typically like $65, $66 or whatever that I have at shop. These are, if I do not have items I don't have items on hand, I want to advertise simmering lights, simmer pots, accent shades, cartons of sprinkles, baker items. I use this. I use a $60 shop items here. So what this is I got envelopes, okay? And I just printed out, this is from Christmas, as you can tell, because this is the last time I used this. I printed out different gingerbread houses, right? So I printed out different gingerbread houses, and I don't know if any of them have anything in here. Inside the gingerbread house, this one had, you can win a 32 value item with a simmering light and 3 bags of sprinkles. So $32 value simmering light. This is before the price change, obviously, with 3 bags of sprinkles. And I tell people on this is a semi-customizable game, right? So this is my gingerbread house game. I started this initially with Bama Rush. I'm obsessed with Bama Rush. And these were all houses, all sorority houses, and people got to rush the houses. Okay? And like I let them choose, they get to choose. I'm like, it's a semi-customizable item, so they get to choose the simmering light if they want the white or the glossy, the gloss or the candle glow. They get to choose their bags of sprinkles, and what I do is I have it shipped directly from my house from Pink Zebra. So I put their information in, and I have it shipped directly from Pink Zebra. A lot of my games, not my lower tiered game, but my middle and my higher tiered games, I tend to let people re-pick once, right? So if they don't love what they have, so like they did not want the ultrasonic diffuser and a diffuser oil, they can sit there and swap it out one more time and choose a different game. But that's typically, I let people swap once. And they tell them they get what they get on that next pick. So and then like I said on here, normally I have things that are hanging. And again, the item on the back, like the little tag has the Pink Zebra prize on there. So those are a lot of what I do for my games. I keep them easy. I keep them simple. I don't try to overcomplicate them. Other things I have done is when I'm running out, like, we just had a big swap from Christmas to, or from spring to Christmas. I do a swap of sprinkles that is, I blend sprinkles and I do sprinkle jacks. So they pick a blend of sprinkles and they get a little prize with them. Some people choose a little prize, like 3 deluxe samples. Some people choose a full-size PZ prize. Obviously, you have to make it make sense in that price range, right? People do carton craze, like kind of like what Pink Zebra does, right? They have a carton and then they have a full-size Pink Zebra item that they get to ship both of those items out if they're trying to get rid of cartons. What else do people do? People do punch cartons, right? That's an easy one. You get empty cartons, you put them on like a cardboard thing and people punch through them. You don't have to punch through them. They pick a number and there's a prize inside. So super easy on that too. There are just so many different games that you can do. Honest to goodness, I tell people don't overcomplicate it. Make it fun and easy. But like give the people a variety and options of things to do. So if you guys do games, I would love for you to jump on here. Like not right now I'm live, but you come on, do a live. Tell me about a game that's successful for you. I would love to hear it because sometimes we need ideas. Or share it in the comments as well so we can have some ideas to share with each other because that's definitely what's going to help make things successful. I have to jump off for a meeting. I will see you guys all here later, but comment games in the comments and tell me what kind of game you're going to try next. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.